The chaotic peak of morning rush hour. Commuters on their way to work stand patiently in the waiting area for the next bus to arrive. The commotion of the station is constant, and yet, for those paying close attention, a clock can be heard ticking in the background. This is no normal clock, but rather a reminder of a historic and consequential race already in progress. It's a race for survival, for sustainability. Ultimately, it's a race against time. As India grapples with the many obstacles on the path to sustainability, the hands of the clock travel around the dial, relentless, unsentimental, marking the passing of another precious hour. Time can be our enemy, but also our ally. Can India summon its strength and ingenuity and turn the clock from foe to friend? No other place on earth is quite like India. With unrivaled diversity and unmatched vitality, its impact on the planet is impossible to ignore. The ambitions, desires, and dreams of its people are fortified, driven by a longing for the quality of life enjoyed by their Western counterparts, but with a teeming multitude to satisfy. This appetite won't be easily satisfied. India's blossoming middle class drives an insatiable consumption engine, fueling unprecedented demand. Power, water, food, housing, all resources are strained to their very breaking point. Urban landscapes, like in the historic city of Delhi, groan under the weight of growth. Buildings swallow up green spaces, farms, and forests that once shielded these cities from the scourge of pollution. The sacred river Ganges, revered in tales and hymns for a millennia, struggles under an unrelenting cascade of waste and pollution. Its life-giving waters are now choked under the relentless demands of progress and development. These apocalyptic scenes aren't drawn from a dystopian novel. They are the stark reality of India's present day. Despite the alarming precipice on which India finds itself, stories of hope, ingenuity, and resilience dot the landscape, lighting the path for those seeking a better tomorrow. India's largest city, Mumbai, stands steadfast as a standard bearer for change. Once struggling under a daily avalanche of plastic waste, in 2018, it took the bold step of banning single-use plastics. The impact, as dramatic and sweeping as the monsoons that drench this coastal city, has instilled a new sense of responsibility and ownership among its residents. Meanwhile, in the rural heartlands, a quieter revolution is taking place. Villages and towns have embraced the radiant power of the sun. Solar panels now glimmer in the bright Indian sunlight, silently powering schools, energizing water pumps, and infusing life into small industries. This transition, simple yet profound, has begun to reshape lives, hopes, and futures. In 2014, India launched a nationwide cleanliness campaign, the Clean India Mission or Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. It aimed to achieve universal sanitation and eliminate the blight of open sewage. Under the scheme, individual household level toilets have been constructed in rural areas at a rate of 10 million per year, with another 6 million built in urban markets over the last decade. The impact has been monumental. When the campaign was launched, 39% of wastewater was processed. Today, that number has leapt to 68%. These forward-thinking and transformative initiatives are helping push India towards its long-term sustainability goals. Even more promisingly, they are but glimpses of what is possible. In India's bustling cities and tranquil campuses, a new breed of thinkers, creators, and innovators are on the rise, addressing sustainability with firm dedication. State-of-the-art laboratories are now hotbeds of novel green technologies. They create structures that mimic nature, constructing buildings that breathe. Inspired by the photosynthetic process of plants, this kind of innovation will accelerate thanks to regulatory changes. The Energy Conservation Building Code mandates the use of energy-efficient design, renewable energy, and sustainable construction practices. The government is also investing in sustainable infrastructure development, including eco-friendly smart cities and transportation systems. New vehicles are emerging that are powered by the limitless energy of the sun and wind. This is more than a technological revolution. It is a conscious shift in philosophy. India is not only striving to catch up with the rest of the world, but aims to lead it, setting a green standard for others to follow. India's struggle for sustainability reaches beyond the present. It will leave a legacy for generations to come. In the heart of the largest mangrove forest on earth, the Sundarbans, this legacy is being written moment by moment. This UNESCO World Heritage Site is the front line in the battle against climate change. Each tree saved here, each species protected, adds to the strength of the ecosystem, reinforcing a key buffer against the harsh realities of rising sea levels and intensifying storms. The fight to conserve the Sundarbans is a testament to India's commitment to life. It represents a promise of resistance against the onslaught of climate change. India's quest for sustainability is an epic struggle being etched into the record of human history. The story of an ancient civilization rising to meet the challenges of this modern world. From the dust of its crowded cities to the tranquility of its heartlands, the message of a sustained future is being heard across the land. It is a message of hope, of promise, of collective action to welcome a tomorrow that is bright and full of potential. As the hands of the clock trace their daily path around the dial, a nation strives to balance the scales of progress with preservation. It's a race where every second matters and every action counts. And as the sun sets over the Arabian Sea, one can't help but marvel at how this immense nation has risen to face the struggle for sustainability. It's a battle fought on numerous fronts, in sprawling metropolises, in quiet villages, in laboratories bursting with ideas, and in its ancient forests. The struggle is fierce and the hour is late. Will time prove to be India's enemy or its ally? If India succeeds, its victory will galvanize a nation and reverberate around the globe. It will offer clear evidence of what can be achieved when a civilization, even one as mammoth and diverse as India, sets its heart, mind, and soul towards a sustainable future. Will it be easy? Far from it. But India has proven over the centuries that it can endure, persist, and keep the flames of hope alive. India greets each day with resolve, turning the opportunity of every hour into action, carving a path not just for survival, but for a sustainable and hopeful future.
We hope you enjoyed today's episode and that it has given you a fresh perspective on the world we live in. If you enjoyed this project, please consider leaving a thumbs up and sharing it with others who might find it intriguing. Your support helps us reach a wider audience and inspire more people to explore the wonders of our world and offer different perspectives. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell to stay updated with our upcoming releases. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next episode.